I have looked 12 my whole life. You're rooting for him to kill people. It's a very strange dichotomy. I should probably quit picking my nose in the morning.
What is the first scary movie you remember watching?
The first scary movie I remember watching, well, I'll give you a little background. The first scary thing I ever saw was Jaws. My mom took me to see Jaws when I was 4, essentially. In the theater, by the way. So that's why I have an indelible fear of sharks to this day. And people wonder why I stayed in Iowa. It's landlocked. I rest my case, you know. But the first scary movie that I ever really wanted to see was actually the trailer. My mom took me to see Buck Rogers, but the original trailer for the original Halloween was right before that. And I can remember being just mesmerized. And I was like, I need to see this movie. And a few years later I did, and it is, to this day, my favorite horror movie. It was like almost like the anti-superhero. You know, it was like, he's the hero of that movie. You know, everybody talks about Jamie Lee Curtis. Michael Myers is the hero of that movie, so you're rooting for him to kill people. It's a very strange dichotomy, you know? For me, it showed me that there's a complexity to life that maybe you don't understand, but you enjoy it and you embrace it.
What state or foreign country has the ugliest people?
Wow, that's the most recent loaded question I've ever heard. I refuse to comment on the grounds that it might incriminate me. But let's just say I lived there.
What's your worst habit that you'll never give up?
That's a good question. I've given up most of them. I would say smoking, but I'm really trying to quit this year. My wife would probably have a laundry list of habits that I should probably quit. Picking my nose in the morning is probably one of them, but it happens.
If you could get free plastic surgery, would you accept it, and what would you get done?
No. You're talking to a guy who gets stoked about his gray hair, because I have looked 12 my whole life, and I've been carded for everything forever. So I like the fact that I'm aging fairly gracefully.